Don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. Today is Tuesday night, and as I told you, I'm in Vegas. As you can see, that's a Flamingo Hotel, and it's first day of CES, and then night of fun. Here you go. Number 7. Don't interrupt others or finish their sentences. It wasn't until a few years ago that I realized how often I interrupted others and or finished their sentences. Shortly thereafter, I also realized how destructive the habit was, not only to the respect that love and I receive from others, but also for the tremendous amount of energy it takes to try to be in two heads at once. Think about it for a moment. When you hurry someone along, interrupt someone, or finish his or her sentence, you have to keep track not only of your own thought, but also, but of those of the person you are interrupting as well. So, that's why the two heads. You're thinking, and the others, like, they're busy enough. That's what it is. This tendency, which by the way is extremely common in busy people, this tendency encourages both parties to speed up their speech and their thinking. This in turn makes both people nervous, irritable, and annoyed. Because if there's one thing almost everyone resents, it's someone who doesn't listen to what they're saying. And how can you really listen to what someone is saying when you are speaking for that person? Basically, when you try to finish their sentence, when you try to interrupt their sentences, that means you trying to finish their sentence. Behalf of them? I don't think so. You could actually finish their sentence behalf of them because you don't know what they're trying to say. You could guess. Doesn't mean that's what they're trying to say. So once you begin noticing yourself interrupting others, you will see that this insidious tendency is nothing more than an innocent habit that has become invisible to you. You just keep doing it without noticing it. So this is good news because it means that all you really have to do is to begin catching yourself when you forget. Just remind yourself before conversation begins, if possible, remind yourself to be patient and wait. Tell yourself to allow the other person to finish speaking before you take your turn. Just let them finish. It's simple. Just wait until they put period. That's it. You will notice right away how much the interaction with the people in your life will improve as a direct result of this simple act. Wait. The people you communicate with will feel much more relaxed around you when they feel heard and listened to. You will also notice how much more relaxed you'll feel when you stop interrupting others. Your heart and pulse rate will slow down because you're relaxed, and you will begin to enjoy your conversation rather than rush through them. This is an easy way to become a more relaxed, loving person. We do have a tendency, humans, like we always like to talk about our story. That's sort of representing our identity, It's, if you look at YouTube, and they're all talking about what they're like to do, what they're love to do, and then what they're doing, So that means we are we are having a strong tendency that showing expose others what we are feeling, something like that. So that's the part of the like conversation. You're trying to say what you feel, what you want, what you like. But imagine if you keep interrupted. You just your conversation get cut, and the other person is just try to finish your sentences, whatever you tend to do. Well, how do you feel? It's like your life get interrupted. I told you I'm at CES. CES is full of conversation. There's like a demand and supply, or the other way. Everybody talks. Everybody talks a lot. And if you keep listening to them and be just consciously listen to them, how often people's conversation get cut? It's so I try to say something, and then of course, they're in their mind, they're thinking about their response, but almost their response is taking prior like sequence then until waiting I finished my sentence. So this is normal. But imagine it's when you have a conversation or relationship, what do you think is most important? The stuff that you're saying, or stuff that they feel on on the scene of the conversation? Mostly customer service, it's all about how they feel on your behavior, on your sentence. So if you not cutting there, well, Dale Carnegie, it's one of the famous story. One gentleman joined a meeting for the first time, and at the end, whichever group that he was attending to have a conversation, they're all saying this was one of the best conversation they had. And then we ask him, "What do you do?" He simply say, "I just listened." You know what it means? If you start listening to others, they feel they're respected, they feel they're attained, they feel they're loved. That's it. That's how you can be remembered by others. Just listen, right? All right? Just respect and listen. That's it for today. Thank you. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.